And welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, Hockey Edition. I'm Terry, Nick beside me, Occupancy down below. And we are going to break down this packed slate of hockey we have tonight. We have some big, huge games tonight.
All right, stop sugarcoating it, please.
No, there is one game that's going to be pretty good though, between potentially two playoff teams if one team gets their act together. But the other one, the first one, is kind of a bum fight. No offense, Nick, but let's just jump right into the bum fight, as you would say, right away. Islanders minus 156 are in Montreal, plus 132, a total 5.5. This one, I'll start off with this is a complete pass for me. This game, I did not want anything to do with this one. Carey Price is making his season debut. Does he get lit up? Does the team play? Does the team come out to play for him or not? Do I trust Varlamov and the Islanders? No. So this game ended up being a pass. I don't really know exactly what's going to happen here, so I'm not going to force any plays. Nick, I understand you like this game. What are your thoughts here, Islanders and Canadiens?
Yeah, it's crazy how just last season one of these teams was a game away from the Stanley Cup and the other one was in the Stanley Cup, and now both of them are not making the playoffs. I see Carey Price in net tonight. I don't care. He hasn't been in net in all season long. I don't expect him to all of a sudden be Vezina caliber Carey Price. That's just not what I expect, and I don't expect too much from Semyon Varlamov. We've seen both these teams been trending towards the over as of late. It's only a 5.5. I think this is a 4-2 Islanders type of game, so I took the over 5.5 in this spot with a lean towards the Islanders, and I just think we see goals in this one. When we look at what Montreal has done lately and what the Islanders have done defensively lately, the Canadiens have given up at least 3 goals in 9 straight games. The Islanders in 3 straight and 5 of their last 6. So both these teams not playing good defensively. I think you'll see these teams be able to score a few goals against each other. So lean Islanders, but the over 5.5 is my only play of the day.
All right, Isaac likes the Canadiens. You're not worried at all that maybe they come out to play for Price?
What about the Islanders coming out to play for Mike Bossy?
That's true too. So it could be a really low scoring game if both teams come out to. I don't know. The only reason why I didn't get to anything is because I'm worried about Price.
Put on a show and it's 5. And
he could be garbage and let up like 6 goals, or the team could stand up in front of him and it could be a 2-0 Islanders win. That's why I stayed off. But yeah, I'm just wondering if you were worried at all about Price.
Nope, I'm not.
Occupancy. What do you think here, Islanders and Canadiens?
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for having me on the show, and thanks to all our viewers. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Good to see everyone on a Friday. Hopefully you did okay with yesterday's major slate. We got another one tomorrow, and yeah, I just want to send condolences to Mike Bossy's family and Islanders Nation here. It's a big loss for us, and he was a great player. He's gonna be remembered, and I think the boys take it to the ice today. Look, April and March of this last NHL season have been so many spots. There was Rick Jenneret retirement night. There was Claude Giroux's last game in Philly. There's so many of these spots.
Pat Foley the other night with the Hawks as well.
Exactly, and they got the win for him. So this is another one. So this is just one of those seasons where there are these things. And look, as NHL fans, as sports bettors, I think we should capitalize. that could be our way to support these spots as well. So look, I was going to come flat into this game, but a lot of people I trust in the hockey community have been pretty confident on the over 5.5. Look, I got on to like a little Carey Price mini fan wagon last spring. I just started following him on Instagram. He's a real dude. He just seems like a real guy. He's obviously great at hockey. So I don't think he's the type of player to come into this game and like slam his stick if they let a goal in. He's just probably looking to get back on the ice, play a game. Like, some of these goalies, they get so, as playoffs demand, like they get so intense about it. And storm off the ice, do all that stuff. I think Carey Price, he's going to let in a couple today, and then he's just going to be like, all right, this is a game. I'm just trying to get back in. A lot of people say Montreal's trying to prop up trade value and this, that, and the other thing. So you know what? I'm going to take my regular bet size. I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to parlay the Islanders money line with the over 5.5. You get that at plus 195, probably plus 200 at some books. And that's kind of how I see this game. Like Nick said, 4-2 Islanders win. This bet cashes, and then we have a little action on this game for me.
All right. Goals. Fingers crossed for you guys. We'll jump on here to this game. I have stuff, and I like this game actually. Winnipeg plus 245 is in Florida, a minus 300. Total 6.5. Minus 120 for the over, minus 102 for the under. I have 2 bets in this game. My only 2 bets at the NHL slate. And I struggled to choose which one will end up being my best bet. But I did end up choosing one, which you'll hear in the next segment. But both my bets in this one, I have Florida and the over 5.5 at plus 110. So that was a parlay at my book. Florida and the over 5.5 at plus 110. And then I have both teams to score in the first period, Winnipeg and Florida, both to score in the first period, plus 140. So I'm expecting goals early and often, and the Panthers, they're just too much. They'll be too much for this Jets team. We've seen the Panthers not show up for 2 periods and then all of a sudden come back and win. So I'm not taking I want to take the Florida puck line. If the Jets do come out here and get a 1 or 2 goal lead, I'll be looking at the Panthers live because they're definitely a comeback team. Nick, any thoughts here, Jets and Panthers?
Not really too much here for me. It's a lean towards the Winnipeg Jets with their team total over 2.5, around minus 120. But this is just not a game I was particularly interested in. But Winnipeg has been scoring a little bit as of late, and we know that Florida can give up goals. So I might add the Winnipeg team total in later, but I have no interest in this game.
It turns you better donate some money to the church on Sunday with his Red Wings win last night. Yeah, who had Detroit winning 3-0 against in Carolina? Probably.
I hope he bet it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was on the Wings or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Occupancy, Jets and Panthers. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, guys. I have the standings pulled up here. Winnipeg is at 81 points right now, 74 played, and the wild card teams are also at 74 games played, and they have 89 points. So I think we calculated this. 8 games left for the Jets, potentially 16 points left on the table to get. I'm not going to go into any playoff picture talk here. Just try to focus on this game. But look, this game matters a lot to the Jets. But rather than disappoint, get that Jets money line ticket and get disappointed with again. Let's just be real here. What have we seen the Florida Panthers do so many times this season is start slow, get down. Everyone on the betcast and everyone, with their text groups and their discords are like, yeah, let's grab the Panthers at plus 500. Yeah, it's just the same story over and over again. With tomorrow's slate, I'm not really going to be going super heavy on this, but just for some action tonight, let's take the Jets on the money line the first period plus 165.
I like it.
Pushes if it's tied or 1-1 or 2, anything like that. And then, if it's one of those things, if the Jets go down in this game early, I don't think they're going to come back. So I might as well get the potential disappointment or the potential, happy the bet cashed after 20.
It was so funny there when you're like, oh, I'll take Winnipeg Jets on the money line. Me and Nick both kind of had this shocked reaction. And then you said in the first period, it's like, oh, okay. That was good.
Nice.
And that is the 2 games for today. I guess there is some early games. So if either of you wanted to throw out anything you like in the early 12:30 games, if not, it's totally fine.
Let's
I
take
guess
a
we
look.
have
'Cause I did cap these.
Yeah. I got a couple looks on the early games.
Yep. I'm locking one play in now, and I've already bet another one. I like 2 puck lines for the 12:35 games. I like the Predators and the Rangers. I'm getting the Rangers at -150, and I'm getting the Preds at -110. The Rangers need to continue to win to keep. I believe actually with the win they'll be back to tied with the Hurricanes on the top of the Metro, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, with the win, they'd be tied with. Still, the Hurricanes would have one game in hand after that. But if the Rangers win tomorrow, they're going to be tied with the Carolina Hurricanes for first place in the Metro. So give me the Rangers puck line, and I'm on the Predators puck line as well for tomorrow for brunch.
All right. Welcome on in, Toller. Basically, I'll let occupancy go first. Anything you like tomorrow in the early games?
I'm with Nick for both those looks, and then the other one he didn't mention. I'll talk about real quick. Boston, Pittsburgh. Boston has dropped the last three, and they're back at home, and it's just one of those spots where I really don't see them losing once again. We took a look at the lines the other day, like the Raquel Carter line. I forget who the other person is on that, but it's a chemistry thing. It's not even like Pittsburgh's like a terrible hockey team and they are just falling apart. It really isn't that. It's just there's a new person, and they're trying to figure it out. Malkin got suspended. I think we saw Jari is out, right? Didn't we see that?
Correct.
So Pittsburgh is just kind of going through something right now, and it is what it is. And minus 1.8, minus 120 for the Boston money line. I like for tomorrow for that early game.
All right. I have not capped tomorrow's early games, but I just thought since it was a short show that I would throw it out there. Toller, welcome in. Anything you like on tonight's slate?
Lean Panthers money line, nothing crazy on there, and then also the over 5.5 in the Habs game. Put that out a little earlier, parlayed together would make 140. It's gone down to about 135 on my book already. I don't know if Bob Roxy's been confirmed or
Yeah, he is.
He is confirmed. Okay, so that hasn't shifted it too much then. Other than that, it's really small slate. Don't go too crazy with your units tonight. Got a big weekend ahead. There's a bunch of games tomorrow as well. So nothing crazy tonight. I only have one unit, and it's on that parlay for me personally.
All right. Are you going to be giving a best bet?
Ooh, maybe not.
Okay. All right. Anything you like in the 3 early games tomorrow?
That was the main reason I hopped on when I saw y'all commenting on this.
Okay.
If my Predators lose tomorrow, we will be banning them for the rest of the season. I don't care. And that's coming from a Preds fan. There's one theory that I personally have left with what our coaching staff is trying to do headed into playoffs. Looking at the gap on – well, it's not an awful gap, but there's a decent enough gap on our playoff hunt to where the Preds aren't too concerned, but I don't think we want Colorado. I think we're aiming to let Dallas get Colorado. So we're not throwing games, but we're not really pressing games too much. Like last night, I really think we're saving a lot of the juice in the tank for this game tomorrow. It's an early game, and then right after we turn around and have a 5 o'clock game Sunday. So I really don't think our heads were too focused last night. We have Calgary coming up. We've only played them once so far this season in our series, and right now it's looking like we're going to be pairing up to them in the playoffs. I think we're sitting there already trying to get ready for that. That's the only thing I can think of now. Watching their performance last night is they have fully just committed to playing Calgary in this playoff, and they're looking at these next 2 games in the series to end the season as kind of a gauge of how the playoffs are going to go for them. They better smack the Shithawks tomorrow, and then I wouldn't touch them against the Blues. Look for him to get all 2 points tomorrow and then just try to force an overtime for 1 point against the Blues. But the Blues are just too hot right now for me to see us taking them down. I think we're going to try to win a few games, lose a few, and just try to keep Dallas against the Avalanche and keep ourselves matched up with Calgary because we know that we're not going to be able to survive the Avalanche. I also like what Occupancy said about the Bruins tomorrow. Penguins are kind of just falling apart a little bit. First Malkin, now they got the goalies out, Jari. So I also will probably be looking at Boston money line for brunch. Other than that, that's all for me.
Toller,
Right.
can I ask because I agree with you on the Preds tomorrow. I think they got to get the job done. You think they'll cover a puck line, or what do you think?
I think we have to. I don't know if it's a choice of want to. I think I'd be a little wary to take it just because we've had one goal in our past 2 games total, and it was an overtime goal. It wasn't even really that great of a goal. It was short-sided goals. We're just not finding the net right now. I don't know if
Yeah.
we're trying to solidify our defensive play going into the playoffs or what, but it's just not clicking up top right now. Obviously, it is the Blackhawks, and we're at home, so we shouldn't – if there's a time to score goals, it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
We really need it because we can't risk taking them to overtime. Blackhawks and Preds have been rivals, not as much in the past season or two, but prior to that, huge rivals. We used to play each other a couple times in the playoffs until they started just falling apart. We need it, but from a betting standpoint, I wouldn't risk it unless you need more value on it. Just because we haven't been scoring right now. I don't know what's going on, but we just cannot find the back of the net.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be
Okay.
looking at Preds team total tomorrow over 3.5.
I was checking their head-to-head real quick. They won 6-1 in the last meeting. And the one before that, they won 3-2. So they covered one, didn't one. But they did win that 3-2 game in reg. I mean, I saw minus 200, I think, for the Nashville and reg. Maybe parlay that with the Rangers and reg for brunch tomorrow. That's what I was looking at.
It's not bad. We have to win this one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming, Toller, for giving your opinion on the early brunch games. And
Appreciate
if
it,
you're
man.
free tomorrow, we'll see you on the show tomorrow.
Yes, sir. See y'all.
Yes, yeah. And then we'll go on to best bets, best parlay pieces here. We'll start dog of the day. No dog of the day for me. No dog of the day for Nick. Occupancy. Are you taking the Habs or the Jets to win tonight as your underdog pick?
Yeah. Oh man, this is classic. Yeah. Let's write down the Winnipeg Jets for me. Then.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll jump on that with you. I'll probably jump on their team total.
They need the win, Terry.
Boo!
Give me Winnipeg. Screw
What
it.
does Florida need?
Well, you can see my best bet there, Florida in the over, so I hope you're wrong. But we'll move on. We'll move on to the next over-under.
Take a shot. Don't matter.
I'm going Winnipeg, Florida over 6.5. I expect goals in the game. Nick, you went with Islanders, Montreal over 5.5.
Yep.
As your over-under. Occupancy, is there a total that you like tonight?
I'll do the same one as Nick.
There's Montreal over.
Yeah.
All right. Best bets, best parlay pieces here. For me, my best bet, I went back and forth on both teams to score in the first period or the Florida money line plus the over 5.5. And I went with Florida money line over 5.5 at plus 110. It's been a good few days for the best bets for me, so hoping to keep it going. Best parlay piece, Florida team total over 2.5. Nick, you went with Islanders Montreal over 5.5 is your best bet, coming off the big, huge 3.5. I think it's 3.5 or 3.75
on 3.5 minus 3.5 with the Canucks.
Yeah, so that was an impressive.
I had to take a shot there. What did I got to lose?
Hey, you got it. And then for parlay piece, you went Islanders Montreal over 4.5. occupancy. What are you doing for best bet and best parlay piece?
For best bet, let's just do New York Islanders on the money line at -150.
Oh, you see it for -150?
What? Yeah, that's what Bovada has it on right now.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Just made the cutoff. -150. And parlay piece?
Let's do Winnipeg Jets +2.5.
Ooh.
Winnipeg +2.5. All right, that is it. That is the show. A super long show. AJ sprinkled something.
The Winnipeg money line.
Oh, Winnipeg money line. Rest in peace, Mike Bossy. That turns he says.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure. That is the show. Best of luck to everybody tonight. Smash the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the subscribe button if you like the content. We'll see you tomorrow for two big, huge. Well, the baseball show is obviously we'll do the 5 games and then may have a little bit of a longer last pitch where we go over some other games, but a 14-game hockey slate as well. I guess we'll be breaking down probably 11 of them. The wild game, obviously the hockey show will start during the wild game, so that'll be interesting. You guys will get to see my reaction live. Yeah, go wild. But we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. Have a good one, guys.